We're learning in the anti-Sikh riots case, Sajjan Kumar has been given the life term by the court. The court refused to grant death penalty to Sajjan Kumar. Sajjan Kumar was convicted in the Sikh riot case, and what we are learning at the moment is that the former Congress MP Sajjan Kumar has been given life term by the court. My colleague Nupur now joins us on the broadcast here. Nupur, we do understand members of the Sikh community had been asking for death penalty for Sajjan Kumar, who was convicted in the anti-Sikh riots case, but the court seems to have found no direct role as per information coming in.
Well, yes, as far as the court's directions are concerned, the Rouse Avenue Court today has only granted him life sentence and have not granted him death penalty. Death penalty in India is generally granted in rarest of rare cases. The courts generally, while dealing with such cases, assess the principle of rarest of rare cases if such a penalty can be granted. However, today the Rouse Avenue Court, while passing the judgment today, has refused to grant him death penalty and has in fact just sentenced him to life sentence. However, those who are seeking death penalty for him do have an option to approach a higher court seeking challenging this particular order of the court. However, today the Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court has granted him life imprisonment in life sentence, as we say, in the murder case of the father-son duo in Saraswati Vihar on November 1, 1984.
All right. Well, those are the latest details now coming in. Sajjan Kumar had been convicted by the court for leading a huge mob and to kill a father and his son during the 1984 anti-Sikh riots and setting their home ablaze. But we do understand the court has given him life imprisonment and not death penalty as was demanded by the members of the Sikh community. Any response from the Congress party so far here, Nupur, on this?
Well, it's too soon to say that, as the court has just pronounced the verdict, and it will be crucial to see how people who have been actually fighting this case and had been seeking death penalty for them will react to this. And since members of Sikh communities have been out and protesting outside the court today, since morning they have been raising their voice seeking justice in this 1984 riots case. So it will be crucial to see what is the next development in the case. But so far, as far as this particular case is concerned, the court has only granted him life sentence and no death penalty.
But this does bring this sentencing of former Congress MP Sajjan Kumar bring some sense of closure and justice for the victims and their families. It's been a long run. It's been a long time that the families of those who were killed in the anti-Sikh riots of 1984 had been fighting for justice. This does bring some sort of closure for them. No.
Yes, of course, it brings some sort of closure as these cases have been pending for quite some time now. And in fact, the victims have been seeking time and again speedy trials. There is also a particular petition that is already ongoing in Supreme Court seeking reopening of several, at least 51 cases that were closed earlier in the anti-Sikh pertaining to the anti-Sikh riots. So, in fact, this is this serves as some sort of closure to the victims. However, as far as justice to all victims of the 1984 riots are concerned, the road for the legal battle is still long, as it seems.
All right, Nupur. Well, that is the latest that's coming in at the moment. Well, we do understand we are still awaiting a reaction from the Congress party as well as members of the Sikh community who've been asking for death penalty for Sajjan Kumar after he was convicted in the case. He's a former Congress MP, and we do understand the court had said that there was they couldn't find a direct role, but Sajjan Kumar did instigate the attack. Now this is the latest that's coming in. Court has refused to grant death penalty to Sajjan Kumar. All right, there are reactions also now coming in. Listen in.
अलग-अलग और जो सजा है उसको हुई है वो भी उसमें ऐड होगी, पर मैं समझता हूं कि अगर फांसी की सजा होती तो ये कहीं ना कहीं सुकून वाली बात होती। देखो 41 साल हो गए, 41 साल धक्के खाते हुए सारी जो लोग थे 84 के विक्टिम थे वो भी परेशान हो गए। 15 सालों से पिछले 15 सालों से लगातार हम इन केसों की पैरवाई कर रहे हैं तो मुझे लगता है कि अगर फांसी की सजा होती तो हमें संतुष्टि होती, लेकिन 41 साल बाद अगर उसको उम्र कैद भी मिली है तो कहीं ना कहीं हमें लगा कि कानून ने जो है सही फैसला किया है। फांसी की सजा होती तो हमें और ज्यादा सुकून मिलता।
क्या लग रहा है सर आपको? लग रहा है कैसा है?
जगदीप सिंह कालों, जनरल सेक्रेटरी, दिल्ली सिख गुरुद्वारा प्रबंधक कमेटी।
All right, big updates now coming in. We are learning that the court has given life sentence for Sajjan Kumar and refused to give death penalty as was the demand that was made by the Sikh community in the 1984 anti-Sikh riots case. Members of the Sikh community had been asking for death penalty for former Congress MP Sajjan Kumar ahead of the verdict, but the court seems to have said that this doesn't fall in the rarest of rare cases and have given life sentence to Sajjan Kumar. Well, we've seen there have been protests also outside the court premises when the verdict was announced, and many members of the Sikh community, while speaking to the media as well, said that it was more than 4 decades that had passed and justice delayed was justice denied. But this verdict now, sentencing of Sajjan Kumar, does seem to be bringing some closure to the victims as well as their families who've been fighting the cases since a long time now. All right, big update now coming in the 1984 anti-Sikh riots case. Former Congress MP Sajjan Kumar has been given life sentence. He was convicted for killing a father-son duo during the 1984 anti-Sikh riots, and also former Congress MP Sajjan Kumar had argued in the court that there was no ground for a death penalty against him. He had said that he was almost 80 years old and had shown good conduct while he was behind the bar since 2018. And remember, he was sentenced to life imprisonment in another anti-Sikh riot case in Delhi Cant. He said that he never used a furlough or any other remedy during his imprisonment, and that gives him the ground to be given life sentence. All right, my colleague Nupur joins us back on the broadcast here. Nupur, we do understand former Congress MP Sajjan Kumar, while arguing in the court, had said that there was no ground for him to be given the death penalty as opposed to what the Sikh community members had been asking for. Take us through the details of the case here. He was already we do understand sentenced to life imprisonment in another anti-Sikh riot case, and this is the second case in which he was found guilty. Take us through the details of this case and on what grounds he's been given life sentence.
On February 12, after nearly 4 decades, the Delhi court had actually convicted Sajjan Kumar in this particular case where he was accused of killing one Jaswant Singh and his son Tarundeep Singh in Saraswati Vihar on November 1, 1984. The court had found that Sajjan Kumar had played a direct role in mobilizing and instigating the attack, which resulted in deaths and destruction of several of the victims of anti-Sikh riots at that time. So judgment of the February 12 judgment had highlighted systemic failures in this delay of justice, and had allowed Kumar, which the court had observed, has allowed Kumar to evade justice for decades. So it specifically, in fact, the court in this judgment has criticized Delhi police also for accepting a particular report in 1994, which effectively closed the case without informing the complainant's wife. So, keeping all these grounds in mind, the Delhi Rouse Avenue Court of Justice Kaveri Baweja had convicted Sajjan in this particular case after nearly 4 decades. And this case actually dates back to, if we recall, 1984 riots that had erupted in the wake of assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi by her bodyguards. So this has been a very long journey, and this particular case has been of
gruesome murder. So today it is
And
kind
also,
of a...
Nupur, to point out the fact in the written submission by the police had also said that this case was even more gruesome than the Nirbhaya case. Of course, no comparison can be made, but that is what the police had said, as it targeted an entire community rather than an individual. There were some strong submissions that were made, and after a long gap of 4 decades now, finally, justice is being served to the victims and their families.